Thanks for tuning in for this essential RC flight test, and today we're looking at the Avios Zazzy. This is HobbyKing's new sport aerobatic model, and they're saying, you know, as I say on the box here, sports flying redefined. They're claiming that it will suit both the relative beginner, you know, as long as they've gone through using a trainer first, and all the way up to expert level, and it will do all the aerobatic moves that you would want a sport aerobatic move to do. It's built from this light core foam construction, as it says on the box. It's a decent size. It's 1.3 meter wingspan, and if I lift up the box here you can see the rest of the specs. Length is about 1.2 meters. You get 12x6 carbon prop. Brushless outrunner is a 900 kV 50 amp Aerostar speed controller. It comes with 4 metal gear digital 9-gram servos, and you need a 4-cell 3200 LiPo pack, 40C minimum, and a 4 to 6 channel radio. So it looks, it does look good on the box, have to say. But let's take the components out of the box and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's the components out of the box. Let's have a quick look. So we've got the fuselage, and we can see we've got the push rods in place at the back for the elevator and rudder with the clevises. So we're just going to have to put the horizontal stabilizer in and the vertical stabilizer in and connect those up when they're bolted in place. On the side of the fuselage we've got this new quick connection system that they've used. So no servo leads to connect up. We literally push the wings onto the fuselage, and those will connect up the connections for the servos in the wing for the ailerons. Take the canopy off using that catch, and you can see the servos that are in place already connected up. We've got the leads as well for the rudder, the ailerons and the elevator, all ready to connect into the receiver. We've got an XT60 for our flight battery, strap, Velcro strap, and a nice foam base to hold the battery in place. So that snaps shut. Then we've got the speed controller underneath, inside, and the brushless motor all ready for putting on the spinner and the propeller. Propeller's the carbon type, similar to what we've seen on the Tundra. Looks good. We've got the carbon wing joiner and the spinner, the vertical stabilizer with the rudder, and you can see they've used pin hinges this time, not foam hinges, so that's going to last forever. And nice thick plastic fittings, including the horns on the rudder to connect up. Horizontal stabilizer and rudder, and elevator. So we're just going to have to bolt that in place. Again, pin hinges, 3 either side, and the horn is already in place. And lastly, looking at the wings, so those are the pins that we're connecting into the fuselage. Nothing more to do there. It's a very thick wing section, has to be said, so this plane's definitely going to float. And then we've got the rudder, the servo, the aileron already in place, and that's already hooked up, so nothing to do there. So that's it. There's not a lot to do to put this model together. Just next we've got the steerable tail wheel to put on, but it's going to take about 20 minutes to put together, I think. So let's do that now, and let's see what it looks like when it's all together. So there we go, that's assembly of this Avios Zazzy complete, and it really was very, very, very simple. Out of all the ARFs I've put together, this by far was the quickest to put together. It took 5 minutes, I'm not kidding. The tailplane, horizontal vertical stabilizers, 2 bolts underneath. You hook up the clevises to the control surfaces and put on the steerable tail wheel with 4 screws. That takes about a minute. Then you slide on the wings. That takes no time at all because there's absolutely nothing to do there except for 4 screws underneath. You put on the landing gear, again 4 screws underneath and the foam insert. And then you put on the spinner and the prop. That's very quick to do. And then you put in your receiver, which I've put in a 6-channel receiver. They give you a Y lead for the ailerons, but I've taken that out of the equation and put into 2 separate channels into the receiver so I can trim out the ailerons independently. And the speed controller comes with an XT60. The guys at HobbyKing have been great and sent me a Graphene 4S3000 pack to try out. These are fantastic batteries with 65C discharge. That comes with an XT90, so I just made up a harness to go from the 60 to the 90. Very easy to do. So let's turn this on now. Now for the correct CG, you need to slide the pack all the way to the front of the fuselage, and then it will balance out perfectly. You won't want to go with anything smaller than a 3000 pack, otherwise you will have problems balancing it, and let's face it, you don't want to add lead into the nose. So relatively big throws even for a sport aerobatic model, but we can dial those down with rates. I've got those on a 3-position switch, and I've added 30% expo as well. That's what I like to do on all of my models, and it works quite well. So we're ready to go. So I'm going to take this down the flying field straight away and show it to some of the guys and get it flying.
Right, so how many cells is this on then, Dom?
This is 4 cells. This is the new Avios Zazzy from HobbyKing. Al is on camera. Thanks, Al. So this is 1.3 meter wingspan sport aerobatic model. With a Graphene 4S3000 pack.
Alright. Did that come with the model?
Yep.
For you to test?
Well, HobbyKing were kind enough to send it with the model.
Any special charging things with the graphene batteries, or you charge it like a
Not
lithium?
that I know of, but I charged it at 2C.
Right.
So it's 6 amps. So let's see how it goes. So really easy takeoff. No trims. Slow flyby. Knife edge forever. The servos in this are really good as well. They're digital metal gear servos. I mean, the 4-point rolls, bang, 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 bang. I mean, you only get that if you get good servos.
Any idea on the power it's pulling?
No.
I don't know. It's the last time you can ask me this. big cameraman. You can hold the camera as long as you shut up.
You know, I don't think people measure the amps and everything these days.
Because it's ready to fly.
Yeah,
Someone's done that for you.
I mean, why would you need to do that? You're assuming that the people that make it have put in the right setup, and I know that used to not be the case many years ago, but certainly the Avios stuff, which I've had a few of their models from HobbyKing. You know, there are decent speed controllers. It's a decent motor. It's the right combination. So. We could fly this all day. It's awesome. The danger is it's so good I'm getting a little overconfident. Alright, let's land. We can land from the right. So about third throttle, picking the nose up, off the throttle, easy, love that. So there we go, Avios Zazzy. And as you saw, it does everything, certainly that my skills allow me to do. Brilliant little sport aerobatic model. So look it up on hobbyking.com. Worth every penny, I'd say. Okay, so that's it for this Essential RC flight test. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in watching more Essential RC flight tests, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel using the button at the top of the screen now. Otherwise, you might be interested in our Facebook group where we have news, reviews and the occasional free giveaway. But thanks for watching this one. See you next time. Thanks to Al on camera. Great job, mate. See you next time. Cheers. Bye.